So this is going to be part 2 of my dashboard. As you can see, there's already a piece missing. Cracked over here, cracked pretty much everywhere. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film the removal of the dashboard, but because with one hand, there's one guy who does it really good on YouTube and removing with one hand. But I just want to show you all the damage I bought this truck years ago. So what I actually did is I put one of those covers on it, you know. I mean, you guys all know those. Don't need to show. Boom, goes on here. Hold on. Kind of like that, you know. Of course, your fur coat down here in the corners and stuff, whatever. Yeah, used it for years. It's actually fine, but somehow I stumbled over this flocking stuff, and I always like to try stuff out. I was thinking of buying actually a cover. You know, there was some company who sold a cover that goes all the way around to here, you know, and all the way around here. So if you do this right, you usually can't see that. I did this on several Dodge Rams, but you know, I can't find that cover anymore, and somehow I don't even care anymore because I like to flock it. Then you don't have that glare. There's Texas sun a lot, so I just go ahead and remove here. There's the other piece missing. The thing is, all the hold down clips here, they're like basically all broken off, you know. Way back then, they all like this shit is so brittle, you have no idea. Those pieces here, I have them somewhere, so I'm gonna just glue them in, sand that down, you know, make that smooth before flocking. But this front piece here, this is going to be my test piece, you know, because I never did this before, and you know, I'm gonna patch that crap back together, flock it, and then look at it and decide if I want to do the whole dashboard. To remove the whole dashboard, it's fairly simple on that truck. I just remove the cluster, pop panels here, a few screws, take the airbag out, and a couple of screws here in the bottom. There's a super nice video from a guy, I believe it's a Chevy dealership or whatever. He does this whole thing with one hand. So there's not really any need that to show me screwing around with one hand, not as nice as he did. Anyway, just wanted to, there's going to be in several, but I'm going to put this all together in one video, I think, at least. Yeah, I think. Maybe I'm going to make another short clip and I have this piece here patched together and, what you call it, and flocked. And also I'm going to use a certain heat stapler gun to put the pieces first in place before I epoxy them. Maybe I'm gonna put that on camera. All right, here we are. Here, the magic tour, you know. Just put the little metal wires. Damn, let me see if I can put this with one hand. One goes in here. So, kind of like that. I don't know if you can see this, but let me see. See, this is already broken all the way. You know, all the way. There you go. See? Oh. So, I wanted to avoid that this breaks all the way down. So, I'm going to put a few staples here. Before I epoxy this. And put one here. and I need to hold support to take it out. There you go. I think I go actually a long way here. So let me do this with 2 hands, and then I film when I'm all the way up. I made a little progress here. Let me show you this here. See. Put them all in here. Doesn't need to be perfect right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna further. You can still see a little tiny crack. And I'll put this piece back on here. And then later on I'm gonna put glass fiber and epoxy to reinforce this. Alright, moved all along here. And here, I mean, this was like several pieces. And along here. You know, you have like different shapes of those. You know, you got those. And, you know, those. If you have smaller edge like I had up here, I used one of those. But you also can take a one like this and then maybe bend it a little bit. That's what I did here. I can see that I bended it because it's right in that corner. I mean, very helpful tool, I have to admit. I'm glad I saw this. That's probably not in a way when I would like now go and put this back in the car. But this is definitely good if you want to fix something. You know, I mean, technically you could now like sand this down a little bit. Here's probably got too much heat. You know, so the paint came off a little bit. But you could sand it down and then like just repaint it. The paint, those are like barely, you cannot even feel them. You can see them, here you can feel a little bit, but I bet if you paint this a couple of times, they're pretty much gone. But doesn't matter for us, you're gonna flock that thing. And that's why I put it back together. I could have bought just a, you know, a whole piece now, but I wanted to get a little exercise with this plastic staple welding gun, whatever you call that thing, just to make sure I have a little practice when I start on a big piece of dash, because that's like completely shattered. Anyway, I gotta epoxy this now and go from there. Alright, this is good enough. Well, I don't know yet, but you know, PC7. I'm using this stuff for quite a while. Pretty happy with it. Gets pretty strong adhesion to pretty much everything. And yeah, let's see. I mean, the pins are pretty much gone. I just put them back on here. Maybe they're okay, maybe not. But I think I'm gonna plan to, when I put it back in, to put a couple of blobs silicone and then just weigh it down overnight. That should be fine. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I really have to admit, this is a great tool. So I just noticed when I was kind of done that this that vent here is broken, like those I don't know the name for it, but you know what I mean, like those little pieces here, those sections. they're broken loose and wobbled around. So when you do this from the back, I mean, it's all the way in the front. I'm gonna pinch them off there all the way against the window. You won't be able to tell anyway. And that's good. I really like it. Alright, next day. Turned out pretty nice though. Maybe let's get from this side. I think from this side you can see it well. Has a little nice texture. I like it. And it's not slippery, so when I put some stuff on the dash, that's the only thing I liked on that dash cover. That on a road trip you can put something down without like sliding around so bad. This will actually do the same thing. And it doesn't look so, I don't know, bootleg. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see this. Look at that, cracked holes in that thing. You know, cracked freaking everywhere. This is going to be quite a bit of work to piece that crap together. I was even thinking of buying a cover, you know, one of those molded covers that you glue on, and then glue it over first, and then actually flock it. So that would probably save me a lot of work without all these holes, bondo, and you know. But the thing is, you can see, not sure if I want to do that. Maybe I should. It's $200, you know. But this will also prevent future cracking. You glue it on there tight. I would not even use the silicone they sent with it. I would use a windshield glue, the black stuff that is so gooey, and you know, you can basically never remove it. I'll use that stuff and glue it on, and you know, take the whole thing out and then glue it on. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then go ahead afterwards and reinforce those inner parts with epoxy a little bit, because I know when I take this out, more stuff's gonna break. Anyway, I gotta think about it. Alright, that thing is totally destroyed. I mean, I have it ready for taking out now, but you see cracks are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. This plastic is so cheap, like it's not, I don't want it cheap, it's just wrong for this application. It's so brittle, you know, it's totally brittle. I mean, it's not hard to take out, but you know, when I took the airbag out, you could see all the cracks everywhere, especially in this region. Like, so I'm gonna take those $200. That cover only gonna go to here, right? But the back thing there, I'm gonna glue it back together, reinforce it from the back with some fiberglass or epoxy, I don't know yet, but that's not a big deal. And here's the same thing that's cracked there, but it's just too much. You know, we're gonna fiddle all that stuff in with bondo, and you know, it's basically everywhere. Also here, you see that? There. Pretty much all joints. You know, stupid. How you can make this here so thin? You know, where this main thing attaches to the top. It's all holding here on this little thing. I'm completely retarded. You see here, cracks everywhere. And then they got away without a recall. Those freaking... Well, I still like Chevy trucks though. But that dashboard thing, you know, you have something very flexible on your dashboard, or make it in several pieces, not all in one piece, whatever. Anyway, to take it out is not too bad. Maybe, you know, I mean, like I said, there's that other video out there. It's really great. That guy does it with one hand. I don't even know how he does it with one hand, but I guess he did more than one. So, straightforward. You just start here on the bottom, you know, work your way around, take the pretzel off from the radio, loosen those screws, take your odometer, your cluster out. There are a couple of screws behind it. You know, it's kind of self-explanatory when you even start it. It's very easy. Of course, you take the front panel off that I actually flocked, and here, after you take this trim off, you can access the airbag. There are like 2 screws here and there. Then you can pop that thing out from the top. And there's like 1 trim panel here. You gotta pop it off, loosen those screws. Of course, not to mention left and right, and the doors right here. And that's pretty much it. I mean, then you just disconnect all those cables up there. And then I would technically be ready to take it out now, I believe. Everything is pretty much loose. But I'm gonna leave it here until I have the part, because then it's gonna get janked around in the garage, and you know, stuff's gonna break even more. If I take it out, I wanna go forward and glue it together, and then let it sit maybe for another couple of days before I even proceed, you know. You just put the cover on there, try to do something with my, I don't know, make sure it's like sits on there nice and tight. But I'm gonna decide how to do this when time comes. You know, and when that is then dry, like after a couple of days. Alright, this is the airbag piece. So I'm gonna just a quick show how that works. Basically, you know, you pre-paint this. Oops. Too lazy to get the stand out, so I'm just gonna do this with quick by hand here. Okay, this is gonna be enough. Let me close it already. Everywhere gooey stuff. I use the Flockit stuff here, probably pretty well known. They should have given me that stuff for free. Showing a product like that. Hold on. See? Boom. Go too crazy on that. Oh, forgot something. We will need, let me put you down real quick. Or maybe I can do it with one hand. The ground, I'm going to put it somewhere here in the middle. So I don't know if you can actually see that well, but it's flying really towards the closer. Probably should wear a mask. No, it's not too bad. Alright, I would say good enough. Maybe this area a little more, but this is good. Basically, done. Just wait now. Yeah, just that's the next day. I really like this. It's turned out really good. I mean, at least I think it turned out really good. That's the airbag cover. And let's see if I can go close. Anyway, so this will be end of part 2. Part 3 is gonna start when I take the dash out and glue this cover on there and reinforce the dashboard and flock it, and then of course after it's installed, you know, everything back together, finished product. So yeah, see you next time. Alright, I'll turn the fan off real quick. So just for giggles, I'll put this tool to work again. I mean, I'm not gonna film all of it. It's just too much broken. So I just wanted to show one more time how nice and easy this tool is actually to use, you know. So now we gotta attach this here, probably out of your view. Anyway, let me see. Get the tripod out of here. Gotta do this. I already did a lot. I mean, did this, this around the corner here, this back here, and this, it's basically broken in so many pieces. It's almost, you can almost say it's like not worth it to even fix that dashboard, and just maybe just buy a new dashboard. But I would still probably put a cover on it, because you know the other plastic is probably the same crap and it's gonna intend to break and fall into pieces. But regardless, I mean, I have Bondo and glass fiber and that staple, hot glue staple gun, whatever. You know, I mean, if you're interested, you can find them on eBay. I found it for $40 on Amazon, and works great. You know, you can get those little staples, and then I bought an extra bag, and I think I'm gonna need those. So yeah, this is it, and then up here is the other part. So whenever I'm done with all piecing this here together, that's on the right side where the airbag is. When I'm done piecing that together, I can actually move this then towards the big piece. There might be some spaces like here, this for example, where I'm ending up having nothing, but I don't think that matters that much, as long it looks okay later on, and you know, it is what it is, like I said before. Alright, this piece here is now glued back together, but this just gives you an idea how freaking destroyed this dashboard is. It's gonna go here, as you can see there, and then here, and here. So my workbench is a little small. I gotta somehow get support here, but I got already an idea with a wood stick or something to hold it up. Alright. Dashboard adventure. Damn. Got it all together. I touched here. I touched here. I touched here. And pieced all that stuff in. So pretty much found all the pieces except that little one here. That doesn't matter. When the cover is over, it's gonna cover this, and then I patch it from the inside to give it a little extra stability, but doesn't even matter. So I guess, you know, there's a little piece missing up there, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. You won't see this anyway. This is all covered up. Those things here I just pasted in with. Is rock hard. You know, that was broken off. Pretty much everything broken on this dash. You know. Sorry, Chevy, but that's really junk. You know, even I know I have off-road tires and vibrations are pretty bad. They have bad cupping. That of course contributes to all the cracking, but dashboard should not look like this just because of off-road tires. Anyway, next step's going to be, I still wait for the cover. So when that comes in, I'm going to glue that on top. Of course, I'm going to flip around, and there are a couple of uneven spots here. So from the other side, I'm going to grind them flat. And maybe put a little epoxy into the gaps, if I see any. And then just glue the cover over top. Try to tie it down, really make it nice and tight if I can. Gotta see how it fits. And After that I can actually let it dry for a couple of days, 2-3 days, and I'm gonna flock it. Alright, now just let that stuff dry. Cut off all the pins and went with my PC7 stuff. Worked pretty good on the front part, so I thought I'm gonna keep going. Initially I was thinking using fiberglass, and but this PC7 stuff seems to stick really good to this, and it stays like a little bit flexible when it's hardened. So maybe this is better. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in a year or so. Anyway, next part, like I said, is gonna be cover.